Who indeed we? That is to say, who am I? Do I have an identity other than Mr. Set Up the Stream on the Clock? So I'm just setting things up, just advertising my veritable existence, or possibly more than besides the of. You really mean that? Also, hello. Hello, Luzzy. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Something, Steve and Fry. You know, the comedian. Anyway. Should I just jump into it? Is that what y'all are here for? Because I guess that is what I ought to do, you know, because that's the way I like to live my life. And I feel like everything's gonna be fine. I'm annoying! How doodly-do, as the expression absolutely does not go. Just let me get my microphone into a slightly less suboptimal position, and then bang the drum slowly, except the drum is a bell. Except the banging is platonic. Platonically bangs your bell. Oh, yeah, Heather is here! And other things, and... Wait. Twitch is saying one thing, and then the stream layout is saying another with regards to... Oh! You see, Heather had 3 exclamation marks, but that didn't show up on the stream chat for whatever reason. So the party's going great, and a hearty mroo to you too, except me being feline, it's more of a... as opposed to you being, like, cow and cat and cow. Anyway, as tradition dictates, I'm going to lay down a spicy, cheesy bet that a certain tiger will not join this voice call because he lacks the balls to call. Anyway, let's do the Bell Tower of Requiem! I have recollections that this is very reminiscent of Vision 5-2 of Clone War 1. So let's do the things. And Precious, who's Precious? Your face is Precious. How dare you accuse me of cutery? Sharkutery, where you teach a shark to make meat. Anyway, is the game audio okay? Because I've spent many weeks agonizing over my audio balance. Oh, what fresh hell have we got ourselves into this time? And can I point at the screen? Can I point at the screen? Okay, that what is this angle? Okay, I'm having to point, like, to the left of the screen in order to... The moon! We have a moon! The moon is solid. The moon is having a rave. Okay, yes, this is the Vision 5-2 parts. Solid test noises, such as, and I quote... Well, that isn't horrifying at all.
Ding! Those pirates look like they've been here a while. I don't think I got the power to transform the dead into items. Well, let's just stay out of sight.
Oh, and there was just all of this money just sort of chilling in the real world while I was waiting to be told that we can't ding. Well, we can ding, it just won't do anything. Right. I think we need to start by going down. Heather, I'm sure you're craving me going down somehow, but we've discussed this. Right, I don't want to make a big steppy into that circle because, as established last week, circles mean you die. So I'll just Great Bay Temple this circle. Good. Nothing has been achieved, so, twist the nipple further, and it goes the other way. Liquid Tess. What would that even sound like? Like, as opposed to gas Tess, which would be... just at a guess. A Tess guess. A guess, if you will. Am I about to die? I died! I mean, same. But I had partially solved the puzzle. I've made inroads into solving the puzzle. I need to just reposition my entire life because the sensor bar is just not in the right place. And I say that, actually there are two sensor bars because one is for the Wii and one is for the Wii U, and despite this being a Wii game, I'm playing this on the Wii U. Oh no, it's another Wii U joke. Something about the Christmases. Did that money just evaporate because of a cutscene? I am going to just punch Geppetto. Yes, well, Mama Hex is one to talk because she burps like Shrek, so she's in no position to criticize anyone for anything ever. At all, every. How dare you? There we go. Okay, so this time we're gonna, well, I am gonna be a bit more mindful about when I go up the Rock-a-Daisy by, which is something that I misheard Wario saying in Wario World for the Nintendo GameCube. Speaking of Wario, calm down, Heather. I think I mentioned this last week. I got the new WarioWare and I was playing it, and it's better than I thought it would be. Because I was concerned that it was just going to be another, like, stoopy-doopy gimmick house, and it wasn't. So, it's going to take this skull and have a fantastic time accordingly, and pause the game so that it can remember where my cursor is, because sometimes it doesn't, and we have time. It's time to go to time. You see, on one hand, it's like, do I want you to stay in the chat to keep the chat alive? Or do I want you to join the call so you can ask things out loud? I don't know. Anyway, is it... Okay. Right, the power is about to go out, and by the power, I mean the moon. Well, we can't do anything business here. We can't do any business here. Our business can't be done here. And my first reaction was to wait for the moon to come back and, like, move one of their skulls so that it's not in the way, but actually it's the moonlight they're reacting to, and if we take them out of the moonlight, they'll just re-ghostify immediately, huh? So, we got more pots! Na-na-na-na-na-na-na, pothead. Na-na-na-na-na-na, pothead. Pothead. D-Moors. It's like D-Mol, but they're the Yorkshire Moors. Oh! I got the bionic commando! I don't, but you might. Oh?
Hello.
Losbutmund, Heckmund, Wykemund, Shearmund, Pants House on the down low.
I meant Dimors as in, like, behind closed doors.
But with a moo?
Like, DMs, like...
Oh! Well, yeah, okay, I'm just an idiot.
Well...
Well, that's horrifying. Anyway. Oh!
No.
Oh, I just did a big old stinky remember pants.
Go on.
I should not have worded it like that. Wow!
Go on.
Right,
Sharing is caring.
I'm gonna wait for the moon to happen, but the solution to this puzzle is so fucking dumb. You may or may not enjoy it.
So, you're going to wait for the moon to happen.
Blascanto,
where you at?
where you at? No.
I'll be.
But okay, right. So we made the statue cry, and there's a reflection of the moon. We just took the moon.
Wow, mean. People need to use that for
the real moon is still there. We just got a spare.
Like that massive inflatable one that was at Eurovision. It looked like it was inflatable, but I don't know if it actually was.
Oh, don't go mentioning inflation while Heather's around.
Oh, I'll mention inflation while Heather's around if I so choose.
Well, definitely don't mention it when both she and Alex are around.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it.
And that just goes to show the level of respect we have for each other as a collective.
Yeah, because y'all think I'm too innocent for such activity. Hello, Heather.
I heard inflation.
I said, I bloody said.
Morning.
It's 15 past 20 at thenightime.com.
It's 15 past 3 at the Eastern Seaboard, whatever. Yeah, that's the one. It's technically 12 in Washington State, so...
Is that where you are right now, though?
No, but it should be. I was supposed to move last year.
We were
Did
supposed
you say
to...
you were playing Warrior World for the first time, Tess?
Oh no, that was years ago.
Oh.
But
What was I hearing that was less doodly-doo gimmicky than you thought it was going to be?
The new WarioWare for the Switch.
Oh! Right. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about that. I know nothing about it.
My main, like, thing is, oh my god, Orbulon just talks like Forful. It's precious.
Yes!
Logo's minted.
That is a pro if I had ever heard a pro.
I think I got a pelvis! Yep, it's a pelvis.
Oh my days! I nearly choked on my drink.
Why? Because with the addition of this belt, we now have 2 solid gold pelvises in the chat.
What? Hold on.
What? Where are you going with this?
Which one of us?
Me? Venus?
Because-
With the B emoji.
Because Heather and I are less feminine.
You don't have
I don't know. I thought you said penis.
Well, I mean, that's roughly the same bit of real estate.
And here I was about to explain how well this trial shift interview thingy went yesterday.
Oh yeah, how is Japan?
It's an island by the sea that's filled with volcanoes and it's beautiful. Yeah, I had a trial shift interview thingy for a Japanese restaurant yesterday. It was really nice. I served some tables, I stamped some napkins, I was shown the upstairs area where they have traditional Japanese seating which you can reserve in advance and you take your shoes off and it's a lovely place.
Oh girl, show me your upstairs.
In hindsight, that sounds like I meant boobs, but I was literally just trying to be dumb.
You were literally meaning oh, I thought you were literally meaning hey Luzzie, if you get this job, take me to this restaurant so I can use the upstairs and eat like Japanese people.
This is the first American pronounced R I think I've ever heard you say, Lozzie.
Oh, thanks.
Upstairs. Yeah, no. Sorry, I American accents stand out to me if only just because the R's are so bad in our accent that I've never played that before.
Oh,
it's cool. It's cool.
Thank you.
Not to break up the moment, but
Yeah, oh, terribly sorry. I hope me and the fuckhole in the base of my skull didn't startle you. This custom used to be my hideout. I called up to see if I could help.
exclamation marks and a piano.
Uh-oh. This is the last line of defense against intruders. Watch yourselves, it's quite dangerous. There's just one part of me left until I'm whole again. And trust me, it doesn't go in the fuckhole in the base of my skull. Treasure Island and the legendary ship are almost yours. I'm counting on you, Zack. Don't think about the fuckhole in the base of my skull.
We have a good working relationship with Barbaros.
That's a word for it.
I don't remember what happens here. It looks like a biblical lion pit.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
What if it
pizza.
is?
Then kitty.
And-
That looks too high up. Well, we'll just get the treasure. It'll be fine. Piano.
Then Whose idea was this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Big Bertha. Turn up looking like a cherry Kool-Aid ass Statue of Liberty, motherfucker. Oh, she was pregnant! And her pregnancy was pregnant! 3 babies! Is this another one of your many, many fantasies, Heather?
No, it's just funny.
It's like the Russian dolls of pregnancy.
Russian pregnancy? Well, okay, now what? They're just sort of standing there menacingly. Oh, there's bats. Well, if I've learned anything, it's bats do. I'll just grab this and we've got an umbrella.
Yes, I suppose bats do.
Guano! So what do I do with this umbrella? Because I've got an umbrella now. Doo-doo!
I love the fact that you're fighting these demonic Iron Maidens and you're just holding an umbrella at the same time. This game is fantastic.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is Mary Poppins. What are you expecting? Pregnancy farts!
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, some diddly little...
Well, I solved the puzzle by mistake, Mund. And now there's more! Now there's more art!
I
Like
love how it's
painting
still
with less
burning
color.
Monkey. Like, the umbrella protected you from rain, but Monkey is still not under rain. Rainbrella, umbrella protected. Words. Hi! I just woke up, can you tell?
Fuck it, return to monkey.
Ah! Evolved to crab.
Everything is crab.
Everything is crab.
Pot! Oh, I
Okay.
found this snake. Okay, well, now we have a snake.
Snake?
Snake!
Snake?
Snake!
Snake!
Snake! Doo-doo-doo-doo! And then some guy who's in a lab coat pisses his pants for some reason. I'm assuming we'll need to terrify the frog. Ah, there he goes. Here comes a special boy! I don't know why we need this, though.
I don't know either.
Well, now we...
This game is non-stop like, oh, there's a thing. I'm not sure why we need this. And then the game's like, hope you got the frog. What? Why, yes. Yes, I do. Like,
Is that your impression of me? Because it is startlingly accurate!
maybe I'm finally figuring out how to do a test as opposed to a Flanderized British individual as told by an American perspective.
I would
Because
love to
otherwise I'd
hit... Oh my! Now I'm just imagining Heather doing impressions of everyone in Lively Planet. So...
Well, Alex is easy, because I just have to
Oh,
talk about TeaLBiTZ.
Honey, we've
Oh,
been new
boo.
Alex is easy.
Why did I
Basically,
die?
like, boobs.
Why did I
or
die? I solved the
pee.
puzzle! Why did I die?
Pee or tables.
Joth is a lot more difficult because they're quiet and in the background and always sound just a borderline like they're about to laugh at something, and I'm always intrigued by what that is.
They're sensible and clever, and they're not to be...
Which I am not, ergo my impression is always going to fall flat.
Okay, how far back did that put me? Oh,
And then Lazzie's voice, I'm not sure I can do because it's too cute and natural and flowy, and I can't do both the accent and the high pitch without sounding like a mockery that I'm not trying to sound like I'm mocking.
Fair enough.
I can try eventually, but you know.
Eventually.
Please feel free
yeah.
to laugh at me. I'm working on it. Working on it, almost there.
It's fine. It's fine. My impression of Alex is just him just going, TABLE!
none
to
of
be
us.
fair, that's like most of what he's done.
What? Just say table at me.
I mean, when I met him, that's literally all he said in chat for the first day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he is Cuthbert Hornbert McGee Mint.
These are
I don't think I've met anybody more horny, to be honest.
Trust me, as someone who suffers through his DMs on a daily basis, yeah.
more horny or more openly horny? Because
okay, you do exist in all fairness.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Like Heather is also of that persuasion, but not very often.
The horny persuasion.
I'm just broken, but
what do you mean not very often?
Well, not very often in our conversations.
I try to keep it in my pants when it fits.
It's okay. It's fine. We can have sensible conversations about writing and my Pokemon Freegan. Which,
to be fair, is like all I talk about if you're not huge into Power Rangers. Oh, and Bayonetta 3, but that's because I have not stopped talking about Bayonetta 3 since that trailer hit.
And Power Bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one of my friends, like, basically doing what Alex did and just basically listing off all the highlights from the Nintendo Direct, and as soon as they mentioned Bayonetta 3, and I'm just like, I know a friend of mine that would be very happy about this. And
as I said on Discord, and nobody reacted to it, and I'm sad, Bayonetta Barzillai.
I didn't see that.
You're not in that server.
I saw it, but I didn't get it.
Netta Barzillai, but Bayonetta?
Yes,
That's all.
That is a mental image I did not know I needed or wanted in my head.
I'm not your toy! Not your toy! You stupid boy!
Well, her performing that song in a Bayonetta, like, cosplay.
I am losing my shit with the game just ignoring where my pointer is, by the way. Okay, well, you just did the sucky suck and you sucked at sucking. I got the froggy boy!
Yeah. I already knew I sucked at sucking.
You're not the one doing the sook. Well, the blue one is doing a suck. Oh, that did not go as planned.
But yes.
I have the power of frog. I intend to make use of the power of frog.
I'm just looking forward to us all meeting up and just... It will be a time. I am sure.
Yes, it will be a time. I'm very curious what that time may be, but yes.
Oh, it'll probably be
to be
sexual with
honest.
at least 2 of them.
Ahem. Are you assuming that I would just come by myself?
We would like to remind you that Tessellating Hexagons at twitch.tv/Tessellating Hexagons is not for children.
Anyway, abortion.
Movies. Tess!
Are you... As I've said to you, Tess, like, chances are, I will probably combine my Lively Planet visiting trip with a trip to Canada to visit Philly G's brother, because there would be no way in hell at this point in time that I would be financially able to do both in 2 separate trips. So yeah, that'll be a time.
Am I winning? I think I'm winning because the baby's dead.
Why did you kill the baby?
It was trying to kill me!
But as ultimate teacher, I must ask you why.
The baby started it!
But did you have to finish it?
Yes, and now I've killed the middle child who was also pregnant previously. And now the grandmother.
Grandpapa is an old bassoon.
I'm just picturing the fact that the way you said grandmother separated the word grand from mother, meaning it is not indeed the mother of one's mother, but instead just
mother
the
who's
big
very
mama.
good. Well,
Yeah,
yes.
the-
I mean, have you seen Big Bertha?
Which one?
You know, the one with the male sheep that gets caught in the bushes, Black Betty Bramble Ram.
No, again!
You're welcome.
I only know about Big Bertha from Mario 3 and from the Mario Brothers movie. Is there more? Because if there are, that's funny.
The one I just killed, I affectionately nicknamed Big Bertha. Also, we got a hat!
Hooray! What kind of hat?
A pirate hat made of solid gold. The same deviled egg.
It has the golden pelvis.
Tub weed chicken.
Big fish, little fish,
All I have to say
cardboard
to
box.
Thumb as big as your head.
Give it a twist, a flick of the wrist. That's what the showman said.
That's what the showman said. Oh, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Diddly diddly there.
No, anything but that.
Anything but that. It's a small world after all.
No, not that. Anything but that.
Meanwhile,
Ah, you did it. I didn't think you had it in you to plug the fuckhole in the base of my skull. Now just take me that bell and free me from my curse.
Zack, it's finally showtime. Oh, I'm so nervous. Relax, relax.
Get to it, Nya! I have a candle stuck up my fuckhole. I mean, please hurry up and free me. I can't wait any longer to bust this golden nut.
yeah, this seems about right.
Okay.
Good design.
And he's standing there going, more,
Nya!
Like, it's pretty obvious from go what this is, but I just really like this design. It's a cool. Oh wait, never mind. Now he's got skin. That's a problem. It's less interesting. He looked really good before. Oh, but he's still got a skull, so that's neat.
Heather!
What?
I can finally believe my dreams finally come true. Sweet moon and stars. Oh no, he's hot.
That jawline.
It's like
That
like if Ganon
mustache.
was desirable. Oh no!
Yeah. You know what? I'm just realizing this is the Hyrule Warriors Ganon face. He's just Hyrule Warriors Ganon. That implies this is in the same universe as that.
Why am I getting a bad feeling about this? It feels like we've done something very, very bad. I've been naughty with a monkey boy. Spank the monkey, Zack.
Like, even before you said that, this is insanely suggestive and weird with the tongue constantly coming out, and yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about fuck the monkey. Suck the cock and fuck the monkey. That sounds really bad out of context. I'm saying they're Sonic characters. Anyway.
What? Are they actually Sonic characters called Fuck the Monkey?
No, but there is one named Suck the Cock.
Well, I don't think that's canon, but sure.
It's canon to me, damn it.
It's still real
Yeah.
to me, damn it!
World
Real
3
enough.
is gonna feature Suck the Cock as a playable character.
Wait, you don't
No,
have to tell me
not-
it was.
I am so confused.
I mean, girl, same, constantly, just all the time. Me.
Same. Big mood, big mood.
Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, fucking hell, there is Frog. We will use the power of Frog if the game will just acknowledge that I am pointing at the screen. And the thing is, I'm not even sure if this is, like, the game's fault, or if it's... time is not on our side, gentlemen.
Time's not on my side.
Her mom's called Janet. You know, like Finland 2011, the Damn It Janet song.
Oh, Janet. Her last name starts with R. That's why we call her the janitor.
Pat Janitor?
I thought
Why are their hands so fast now?
Hang on.
Why is the
Finland
insect so big?
That's just a fetish.
It's because liberalism opened the door.
I thought Finland 2011 was Peter is smart, he knew each European country by heart. That one.
Yeah, it's like da da dum da da dum da 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 dum. His mom's called Janet.
I'm gonna look up the lyrics because I don't remember that.
Damn it, Janet. Like the musical. Why did I only get half as many? Can I just Ringus the Dingus and free myself from the same deviled egg a second time?
Ah, yes, Janet, short for
Jennifer.
Janetta.
Janetta!
Janet.
More like Janitera.
Janitera. It's that original fan character, Janetta. I'm inexplicably inflated for some reason. That was embarrassing.
Boobs! We're gonna have some fun tonight because you can touch my boobies.
Don't be shy, yeah, that's alright. Wow, amethyst is a type of quartz?
You know, sex, sexy sex, boner, uterus.
Boner, uterus, fallopian, the pillow in the living room.
I mean,
But then,
we cleared the stage by having birth given to us by a mountain.
and then
Giving birth.
There's a baby.
It's like shoo.
Yes, because that was your way of trying to describe a vacuum.
Well, in this day and age, it's more like, it's like shum, you know, like, let's go, anyway,
You alright, Zack? The nerve of that guy following us out to see you, huh? Oh well, at least if we just float here, Johnny will have no trouble spotting us when he comes to the rescue, hoo-hoo.
Do you have to end every sentence with ooh-woo?
Yes, with the monkey, definitely. Look at that face. With
Yeah.
the tongue.
And
Why it doesn't?
just the
why do they
constant
have
oh
the
whoa.
tongue? The tongue is so weird.
I just thought it is.
That guy was just playing us the whole time, wasn't he?
Well, Wiki, you are a bell. That is kind of what, that's your whole thing.
He's
You
one
were made
bad
to be
seed.
played, monkey.
Get up, big guy.
No, I'm going to sleep.
You're not giving up on the ship, are you?
Yes? I want to believe that the headcanon about Pokemon Sun and Moon also applies to Zack, in that he doesn't speak the same language that everyone else in this game does. He's just like reading body language and being like, yeah, okay, I don't know what's happening, but I'm a yes man in a good way.
You were thinking that too, huh? Because like that yeah. I'm watching these scenes and I'm like, he has no idea what anyone is saying.
Yeah.
Lola, humans. Yo, you guys have a destination in mind? Well, there has to be a boat because I remember the next level.
Hooray.
Where's my lasers at? All the people trying to show me where your lasers at. And my mother tried to show me all her laser crabs at. What? I'll take you to the ends of the earth if you like. Oh, Zack is like, yay, a boat.
The end to the earth, you say? Well, the world is ending, so...
Now, hold on just a minute. You can't say that. This is my ship, ooh-woo. You can't save me. It was so desperate to save Zack. Fuck Wiki, am I right? I felt obligated to help you. You promised to take me to Treasure
really
Island
cute character design.
in return for the favor. And don't you forget it.
Oh yeah, that's right. No worries, fair
Very
lady.
cute.
Yeah, you. It was bad. You missed out. Poop.
Well, considering that when you first started this impression, Rose, You started off sounding like Rouge the Bat, but then you just defaulted to your voice that you gave to Clara in Pokemon Sword.
Well, which Rouge the Bat? Because there's way too many interpretations of the character.
My interpretation, which I also used for Pinkle and Melanie and Brittany.
Oh, so based on Sonic X. Good. Okay.
Unintentionally, anyway. Because I consider Sonic Adventure 2 to be the definitive Rouge voice, and the best I can do is the deep, slutty one.
Really? No judgment, I just find that fascinating. She sounds like she's reading for that whole script. Heroes,
Yeah,
though.
I mean, hearing no judgment from you? Having seen
I
your
will
F
judge you
list, goddamn.
quietly.
Oh!
But no, the line reads in Essay 2 are very weird to me.
Well, I'm not going on like the performance so much as like the voice that was gone for. So like, I mean,
that's fair.
that general vibe as opposed to like it's 4 a.m. I just answered the phone to Iveta Mukuchian that we got in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Chains on you. I'm a pudding boy, chains on you.
That's Athena Manukian, but good effort.
Oh. That's
Speaking.
what I thought you said.
That's her voice.
I said Iveta Mukuchian, but yes.
Hey, it's me. That one.
Yeah, because
Heather here's cooch, the important word.
you know, I've eaten my cooch, man.
Talking about Rouge.
But yeah, for the uninitiated, Armenia's Eurovision entry in 2016 starts with what really sounds like a hungover phone call at 4 in the morning. Like it's not supposed to. It's supposed to just be like spoken word poetry. But I mean, it's not how it lands. Oh well.
We even saw that live, and it sounded very
Horny. She's horny. She's horny, horny, horny.
yes.
Anyway, time to buy some extra live.
Ray.
Oh, that's a creepy puppet. I like her.
It has been a while since I've spoken to you, Heather. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine, I think. Mostly just fine.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, they made a boat.
That's good.
I
mean,
just realized how blatantly North America that continent is. That's really weird.
Yeah, surprisingly, it took me a hot minute to actually notice because as a child, I certainly didn't.
I mean, you don't live here, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's only on some of our maps. Whereas,
only some?
you ever been so American that you split the entirety of Asia in half just so you could be the center of attention?
I mean, that is one of my favorite maps we had in school in our social studies class.
Oh my god, your social studies!
We had a map that had, I believe it was just Central Asia as the center of the world, and suddenly the US was split, or the North America, I should say, was split in two halves, and a tiny bit of Brazil
North
was on
America.
one. The North America. And
How do you like it?
I was trying to think of, like, did I say America, North America,
The Americas?
the Americas, and then at some point I was like, the US. No, that's not right. But yeah, that map was like, had one of those, like, makes you really think, don't it? And I'm like, yeah, this looks so much cooler. What's the point? Oh, plus, doesn't look like the US is a chicken on this map, so, like, doubly cool.
You see, in the rest of the world, and I want to say this includes Canada, we just put the split in the Atlantic because it fucking fits.
You would think that would make sense.
And the fact that it puts Britain, like, front and center is, oh, tentacles! Is a fortuitous coincidence. There are other countries that are in the middle as well, like Morocco and
And France.
Africa.
Think.
Just
Africa isn't a country, it's a continent.
Whoa, there's a big boy.
Oh, that's a, oh, I like that design.
Hey,
that's
don't just
a good
stand there
design.
twiddling your thumbs. Hurry up and help me. Save me from this tentacle of inappropriateness. You said we were friends, right?
Yo, guys!
You can't be expected to be a world-famous pirate if you leave your friends to die. Can you?
Yes. I mean,
I would like to reiterate, I did not say that this was a good design specifically because of the tentacles.
tentacle porn. Heather's got some issues. Beat up, butt up issues.
We already knew.
We've been there. I have
yeah,
not
you
seen
said
your
that
keys, but since you're asking me, you better check up that butthole. What?
Love is patient, love is blind, but if you ask me where you can find literally anything you've asked for.
I'm gonna suggest that it's up your butthole.
I was going to say the split isn't in the Atlantic Ocean because it's the Pacific Ocean. I thought. Yeah.
Oh,
On,
yeah.
like,
That,
a
Feeling
normal
that's
map.
what Tess meant.
it was just wishful thinking that we could be put further away from America to further highlight just how far away they are from us culturally.
Truth.
Well, I mean, and also, what is social studies?
Also, Johnny's in a fishy
Social
hole.
Studies. What are the 4 core subjects of schooling over there?
Not
Mathematics, science.
maths, science, English. Well, in primary school, it's like maths, numeracy, literacy, everything else, and PE, I guess. And then when you get into secondary school, it's like it expands out into 3 different sciences: 1 maths, English, not English, geography, history, religion.
Not English.
Well, you know, modern foreign languages. In my case, classical civilizations and Latin.
Geography, history, culture are all treated as one subject over here. And essentially, if you're graded on credits, you need to take 1 study of society. Could that be history of society? Could that be the current state of society? If our high school offered an anthropology class, that would count as a social study. If society offered an American history class, that would be counted as a social study for some fucking reason.
You know, anthropology, when a furry says he's sorry.
Geography is kind of just roped in with the others, because if we had an actual geography class, I think I would die. But, like, it's all considered social studies, but loosely speaking, it's just history class. Because anthropology obviously has to cover the history of cultures, geography is about how history interacts with that. So it's really just history, but also we're trying to focus on the people side of things.
Can I just jump out? Okay, first of all, there's an irony that a nation that prides itself on its inability to feel empathy should focus so much on humans, but then also, this kraken is just all vaginas. Like, its eyes, its teeth, its gills, like oops, all vaginas.
As I was saying, love the character design. It's a great design for
The
a boss.
mouth has teeth, which is normal for a mouth, but not for a vagina dentata.
Speak for yourself, Tess.
Are you speaking from experience, are you?
Have I checked her butthole? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm hating it.
Thanks, I hate it.
Uh-huh. How did we get on from what is social studies to vagina cracking?
Kraken?
Lossie, is this your first stream with Tess? This is how it always goes.
No.
We're cracking open a oh god.
Tess. Heather dearie,
Yeah?
I've been friends with Tess for 7 years now.
I knew him
know.
first.
Did you though?
No, I did.
Yeah, I want to say I knew
That
Heather
was
first.
the joke. I was gonna hold it back. But I was like,
Yeah, I was the last person.
7 years. Please, I've known him for a whole 8.
I think yeah, no, Jen is the last one, the last
Oh,
among us, and even then I've not. Wow, this Kraken is thirsty.
I thought we were just talking about the people on the in the Discord, like Lively Planet thing. Cause...
Oh, in that case, yeah, you were way late to the party.
I'm sorry. I was busy having a life.
Yeah.
Way to imply that everyone else in my circle of friends doesn't have a life because they know
Not
me.
just that, but that we all stopped having a life the moment we met you.
Which is
Well,
also
I mean, I did too.
Yay, I bonked the Kraken with a bomb. Plunged the Kraken.
Now would be an opportune time for Alex to join the call.
Oh, what's this? Fishy vagina holes and tables and pee.
There, it's like he's right
Please
here.
Please don't pee on the table.
Why, Japanese people? What starts with a woman on the table?
Okay, when I said that the restaurant that I may possibly be working at offers, like, Japanese dining, I don't think eating off a person is what I meant.
Eating off a person.
Eating a person
Eating
off?
out a person.
Oh no. Cursed.
Oh, Heather.
Illegal. Look, you know me. I am like, if it ends in lingus, it is just the worst thing you can do. Sorry, Aer Lingus, you're probably a very nice airline, but you end in lingus, therefore you're forbidden.
Say, that throws me every time I have to pick someone up from the airport. Aer Lingus. Oh, that sounds awful. I mean, it sounds like a practice round, but it sounds awful anyway.
Lingus.
Lingus.
I want to, like, I was
I
just
need
trying to
an
think,
adult.
what is... Well, Heather and I are adults, and so are you, I believe.
Legally, yes. In theory, yes. In
Mentally,
practice,
no.
no.
Mentally, we are all 5.
Oops,
Four,
all
please.
5.
Huh?
You know what? Take
4, please.
take your age and then find the square root of it, and then maybe.
Okay, now this is where I forget what a square root is, and my brain is just like, what's the square root of 27?
Between 5 and 6.
Closer to 5.
5. Yeah, so mentally we're 5.
Root of 20s.
Oh yeah, I keep
Five.
forgetting.
5.10.
Same. Well, like, mine's like 5.1 something else. Yeah! Hey!
Numbers. Deuteronomy. Letters to the Corinthians.
Lettuce.
Lechuga.
But it turns out that might be what you get.
I mean, have you ever been on an Aer Lingus airline, Tess?
I've had no reason to.
I have had no desire to.
I have had no.
Fair.
Oh.
Well, I was just looking it up to see, because to me it sounds Irish.
It is
and
Irish.
Can confirm. It is Irish. Can confirm.
Cancun firm. Cancun is in Mexico.
And I'm sure Cancun is a really lovely place.
Does Aer Lingus fly to Cancun?
Should I Google that?
I mean, I'm guessing the answer is probably no, but yeah, you know, we can fuck about and find out. Sucks that we were all born at the end of the fuck about century and the start of the find out century.
They do not fly to Mexico.
But what if you want a week in Mexico with some black guys and some blow? In the words of Lois Griffin.
It's all I really want for Christmas this year. They fly to America though. And Canada.
We don't know what
Well, there's
Christmas
Ireland.
is. We have a thing called Kishkapufni. All is happy wishes and lots of Christmas cheer is all I really want this
All I really
year.
want this year.
It's right in front of us. We're
I
gonna
just-
slam into it. Oh, well.
I just want a wedding ring from some guy named Jeffrey. I just want some colored Easter eggs. Don't know.
Yellow
Anyway.
cake uranium. Never mind the reason.
Oh,
Yeah, we could use Aer Lingus to get to the place.
Yeah, but
The
British
America
Airways
place.
though.
I know, I've never been on British Airways. We were meant to be going on we were meant to use British Airways to get to Sweden when we went to Eurovision, but then we couldn't for reasons. So that's why we went on.
We weren't
was it
British
Northern?
enough.
Didn't we go on Northern Airways?
probably like SAS, maybe?
Something like that. I just remember that they reverse delayed us twice.
Oh yeah.
You know, this boss is really involved. Like, it looks awful with the remote, with the Wiimote controls, but
Honestly,
it looks really cool.
I've dealt with worse in this very game.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Also, is it me or is that Kraken getting dangerously close? And now I can't actually move the...
I can't, never mind.
Now, just out of curiosity, I seem to recall... Zack, if you would care to stop fucking ignoring me for a second. I just want to do a dumb. Okay. I thought that maybe we could itemize Rose because I remember that happening at some point, but now is not the time, apparently. Allegedly.
Can't turn pretty lady into an explosive. Okay.
We can,
Wasn't
however...
even an explosive.
We can, however, pick up a ball. And then immediately drop it again for some fucking reason. Zack, you nail-biting chostmonger. Just put the thing in the thing.
And then baby.
Yeah. Birth control.
What?
What are you doing? Oh, hey, that's not a bad idea. Right then, you get... Ow, my butt bone. Now the crack pipes in my capital city are going to cause me to fold as a country and I'll have to withdraw from a song contest. I can't believe I'm doing this.
My butt bone has been injured by the Kraken.
What are you talking about?
We got the dildo! We got the vibe scepter. Oh my god, we went the same place.
I know what the vibe scepter is. I remember watching Game Theory talking about Super Princess Peach and the vibe scepter.
It's a good
What,
game.
you never played the game yourself? It's an amazing game. It's
amazing game. How five
like-
are peas?
I'm not in a position to say that it's like better than most of the Mario series, but if Luigi gets his mansion, Peach gets her super, and they're on equal footing in different ways. Even though I think Luigi's Mansion is better than any Mario game, but you know what I mean.
I'm going to come over here to eat this fish.
Why is the Kraken David Mitchell?
I don't know.
Well, whatever. Any port in a storm, and it is indeed storming, so...
This way, fellow blockheads.
Pituitary gland. Exactly.
I'm very confused.
Girl same.
Is this what having friends is like?
I
Everyone's
wouldn't know.
confusing.
So sorry, Lozzie. You might have friends.
You might be entitled to compensation.
Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, there's a heart, there's a hand to hold on to.
And his name is John Stamos! Do 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 do!
Where did I find you all? And can I send you back?
In the trash next to Billy Bob. No! You stop that and let me put a bomb in your food.
What?
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 Wems?
Wems?
On with maths?
Yeah, let's get down with the chipboard.
What's this about getting down on the chipboard?
Yeah.
Come on, get up, get down on the chipboard.
Is it like the board where you prepare like what the Americans call fries?
Now?
We call chips because we're proper people.
My brytyjski ziemi jak national działa?
What? We're British girls, we know how to take our tea in biscuits.
I'll shake what Sibella gave you. Clap your hands like a dipshit.
Oh, thanks! I actually sung that parody for you as well.
You did
This
great.
is how you repay me.
You did
Doing great, sweetie.
Hearing that in stereo is a trip.
Well, it's also
my.
accuracy on a pancake. I had pancakes earlier. I think this was my first time ever tasting maple syrup. And it's like it's like golden syrup but more umami.
I've never had maple syrup.
What the bull hell?
I don't know. See, another reason why me combining Lively Planet trip with visiting Philly G's family. I get to take you to Canada and you can experience the part not where Alex lives.
What a game! What was that? The thing was there, and then you shot the thing, and suddenly it was like right next to you watching it fly out. What was that?
This game is full of bullshit!
Obligi.
Oblaga, life goes on, yeah. Na, 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 life
Yan,
goes on.
singanya, bagay baba.
Lion, lion.
I don't know what to say. I've just been playing a lot of Stardew Valley recently, so that's a time.
Will my get pregnant?
Can you get pregante? Oh wait, that was a thing that I was meant to ask Heather that I can ask on the safety of this stream because
No,
it is
I
not...
can't get pregnant. Sorry.
That's not going to stop her from trying, though. Like, a lot with me. We've discussed this.
That wasn't what I was gonna ask.
Well,
I was
now
going
you
to
know
ask
anyway.
Heather,
What a coming out
what
story.
do I... What do I do with this information? Anywho,
Write
I
a
was
story,
going to
Lars.
ask- What? Write a story about the girl that can't give birth?
Oh. I mean, I was just making reference to the room, but I mean, sure. Yeah, whatever tickles your pickle.
I don't know. Anywho, what I was going to ask Heather that I can ask her on the safety of this stream because it's a fairly innocent question is, does she have Stardew Valley?
I was expecting so many things.
Heather, I know that my husband has a few questions to ask you. None of them are inappropriate, don't worry.
Hit a popo with a GoPro. In the yellow snow dome. Carry on.
Yeah, I know my husband has a few questions he's been meaning to ask you, but I'm not going to ask them on stream because it is not something I feel comfortable saying out loud, and plus he's not here and he'd rather ask you himself anyway, so... Yeah.
So, no, I don't have Stardew Valley. I am very not. I don't play a lot of games. I just play Sonic. Nah, I mean, the Stardew Valley's never been really my thing. Neither has Terraria. I still have never owned Minecraft. Do you believe it?
I don't believe it. My god, that thing just would not breach.
I've tried owning Minecraft, but it just would not function on my laptop.
Game, I am pointing at the screen. Please acknowledge. You know, tuna bomb makes perfect sense. You know, because frogs turn into bombs all the time. That makes perfect sense. But tuna, I draw the line.
Ew.
I'm just more concerned with the weird lips that they get when they turn into, like, they look like they want to kiss you. Kissy tuna.
You know, pickled fish lips.
Nice. I thought Heather was going to say, I feel uncomfortable that Laura's husband has questions for me.
They're huge. Does that answer one of them? Like, oh my god, they are. That, like,
No!
I could give you actual sizes, but I don't know the equivalencies, and I don't know what bras actually.
We
fit
measure
either.
bras on the same scale as you Yankee Doodles, thank you very much.
Because I could have sworn I was seeing a thing that was like, in UK size, it's H, but
Oh,
this.
I mean, that's true. That's true of a lot of clothing sizes and shoe sizes and whatever. But I thought the bra system was relatively universal. Actual women,
Okay.
please feel free to correct.
Whatever
The
your
Google!
whatever your G is, then. So Philly G, the answer is G.
Bullshit, Heather. Those monstrosities are not G. They're more like J.
The feeling of inadequacy when I have smaller boobs than Heather.
That's I'm sorry I got lucky on the genetic side of things. My mom keeps offering me bras and none of those fit.
They are just the milkiest
yeah.
mama milkers I've ever borne witness to, and I mean that in the most derogatory sense possible.
And then I am a cow, so it kind of fits. Right?
It does. Which reminds me of that. There was a thing I saw on Tumblr, and I reblogged it because it was perfect, and it was just someone had requested a doodle of Shadow the Hedgehog deeply contemplating an apple, and he's just sitting there with it in his hand going, I don't get it, Rouge. What about the has so much pull? Shadow, I mean this in the most derogatory sense possible. Just peel the damn apple.
Well, I mean, if you're saying, like, because, like, the band sizes are pretty much the same, US and UK are pretty much the same.
There are band sizes? You can have forbidden boobs?
Yeah.
No, like, the band is in, like, the weight.
Musical
like,
band, obviously. How many musicians can you fit on the strap? Mine are just big enough to fit a whole orchestra, you know.
True.
Heather, that's not what I meant. Like, band is literally the, like, thing around, like, the width around the
When you hear
mummy
somebody
milker.
say, I have 36 DDs, the 36 is the around, the DDs are the Jungus.
It's the...
Thank you. And how did you know my size?
Ah, that's information.
Tight jeans, double G's, making me go noot noot. That's the way
Lord.
she comes through, like noot 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 noot. SpongeBob SquarePants.
And also, Tess, you say that Heather is a J. Is that in US size or UK size?
It's in the Latin alphabet, honey.
No, not what I meant. But like, because like, if we're going off USJ, that is a UK double G. If we're going off UKJ, that is a USM.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'll get back to you on that. One of the other problems is that the broader an individual's chest is, the smaller the cup size will be. So I could have as much titty as somebody with half my waist, and I'd still wear the same. I'd still wear a smaller cup size than that. Just, you know.
Well, it's only
the more
fair.
you know.
Okay, but that
Oh.
wasn't one of Philly G's questions.
I will
Okay,
say, by
is
the
the
way,
thing.
the kissy lips in question, I think that's a nose.
But thanks for sharing this useful piece of information with us, Heather.
This has been added to the court record.
This has been added to information I never knew I needed.
Information you
Shit.
didn't know you didn't need.
Maybe I
That
did
bra
need
size
it.
measurement is outdated.
You must not have seen the updated autopsy report.
Yeah.
Maybe I did need it. Maybe I'm getting Heather a bra for Christmas. I don't know.
Aw, thank you. I need them. A lot of them.
Okay! Well, that's gonna be fun.
Booby shopping!
Oh my god.
Okay, that'll probably need to be something I do with you, Tess. Because
But I don't need a bra.
Yeah, but we could just sort of pick out bras that you think would look good on Heather. Like, you sort of look... Like, you look at clothes and think, that looks good on Laura. Despite not actually buying it.
But this seems like there's going to be an equivalent trip where you and Heather go out to buy me, like, more thongs.
I am not opposed to this.
Shall we do it, Heather?
I'm not surprised. Notices my
just gonna
own
need
bulgy
your
bulge. Why is
I'm gonna just test.
this?
Well, I mean, whereabouts in America are we planning on meeting up, Tess?
I was hoping for New York State. Like, not because of the city, but just that's where Tristan is. That seems like the easiest place for us all to descend upon, bearing in mind, you know, Joth's coming up from Georgia, Alex is coming down from Canada.
And I don't know where I'll be at that point, but I'll be at one end of the US or another, so it's either a small drive or an amazing flight.
Well, I mean... That would probably work out... Hang on, let me do a Google map.
He's Barbaros and he's hard to woo.
That like weird capey thing. It keeps looking like giant shoulder pads.
He's Jedward!
No!
What do you mean, no?
Somebody say Jack?
No. This isn't an After Dark stream.
That would work. That would work. That would work.
What, a horny hawk?
Oh,
Horny hawk pro skater.
Oh no.
Tess!
Froster Bader! Ah! Yeah.
Oh no.
Heather really does bring out the worst in all of us.
I was gonna say, why has the stream become so horny? But I mean, Heather's right there.
Hi.
Hi, Heather.
That's what I'm here for.
Ooh to the woo to the woo woo woo.
I corrupt everything in this stream. Anyway.
Alex, join the call. Make it worse. Anyhow.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was
like,
a really good impersonation.
Thank you. It's the one thing I know I can do of him because I hear it all the time. Every time he picks up the phone.
Yeah.
You call him? Like actually?
No, I mean like he pushes the call button and then boop, boop, ba-da, boop, ba-da. Yeah. And then that's how we know Alex joined. Who's in the call? Yeah.
Who's that Pokemon?
I legitimately haven't remembered hearing him say a single thing besides Nya the entire time that you've been streaming with all of us, Tess.
Yeah.
I remember him choking on coffee.
Not where I thought you were finishing that sentence.
Dick! I remember one time he made me laugh so hard that I vomited. So there's that.
Like I was trying to say, New York State would actually work out well for, like, the me as well.
Everything is
I mean, because it's not stupidly far from the bit of Canada where, the brother-in-law lives.
Anyway, it's time to go down the hole.
Oh no. What kind of hole?
A wet hole.
Hopefully not the depression hole.
No, it's...
Speaking of Philly G.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh?
That was a very moany Tess.
Who's going down whose wet holes because there's that what?
Oh, this must be some cruel, horrible joke.
I'm afraid not. The hole really is wet.
Woe is me, I should have known better than to consort with these guys. Ah, my textbooks!
It go down. Yes, it do. Oh. Meanwhile, inside the planet...
What's it about sailor sidekicks that are just chill named Johnny? That's very weird.
Ooh, Johnny! Push it real good. Oh, hey, it's Bill Cipher.
If I could do the borderline Ton Kenny voice for that, I would, but unfortunately, I don't like that kind of delivery. My range is limited. You won't know it from how often I do weird stuff with it, but my range is very limited.
I mean, same. Like, as it is, Galar completely exhausted my backlog of voices that I can do.
From Shadow the Hedgehog, the Trans Man, to... Who else did we have?
Well,
Pop being the Flanderized,
British.
Southern British, I'm
Yeah, sort of estuary kind of.
assuming?
And we had Big the Cat, Oh No, She's British,
Goofy.
David Mitchell, and Goofy, yes. Weeaboo.
Ball game.
The ball game. Go. Wait, that was Banjo. Never mind. Let's see what. Well, we had just whatever the hell Bede was, and Opal, who murdered my throatle. Gawadi. Melanie.
Boy. Oh, that's right. Your Melanie was just the hey, big boy that I actually cannot do, if you can believe it.
Hey, Tingle, it's me, Pinkle. Oh.
Yeah, that I can do, but I wouldn't want to make it inappropriate on stream for female presenting modes.
Jerkin the Gherkin.
Not on stream. Later.
Oh no,
say it with a straight face. I'm sorry.
she's making me offers.
And I'm back.
Huh?
Oh, you missed out.
Oh, I didn't.
Rar.
Because I still had my headphones over my neck, and I could still hear your little conversation while I was on the phone to Philly G.
Yeah, how careless of me! I couldn't erect my
okay.
men without it.
Oh, it's okay, Heather. Philly G couldn't hear what you were saying. It was
What does it
fine.
matter? I have no secrets.
You have no shame.
No secrets.
That's fine. I mean, neither do I. I mean, you know I think you're hot. What?
All of my friends think they're hot to each other, especially they of me when they of out cold hot eat the food.
Okay, name a food that you could have both hot and cold. Bread.
Ew.
A brick.
It was literally a question on Family Fortunes once, and somebody
And-
legit answered bread.
Like, as in, like, is it bread? And then, like, the moment it comes up, it's like 10 people said bread, and you're like, how was I supposed to ever think of that?
Having seen the Runaway Guys Coliseum for this year, which I finally caught up on the other week, it turns out that, yeah, American Family Feud actually hits really different compared to its UK version.
Yep.
Because, like,
And
we don't do the whole show me potato salad thing. It's just, okay, here's the answer. Is it up there? Ding. That's it. That's all we
Really?
get. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't make a scene.
Every host has made it a bigger deal until we got to Mr. Harvey, who is it bread? Etc. But like, yeah, but just by comparison, the earlier guys just said the big sweepy thing with the show us bread. And then
Dong.
obviously we wouldn't show.
And also, I object to that death because, like, I was trying to hide inside a pot, and the game was like, yeah, but you could just stand there and stare at it. What if that happened? Well, fuck
Can
you.
you even remember any of the previous hosts of Family Fortunes, Tess? Like,
There
other than
was-
Daddy Gino?
Like, I don't remember any of, like, the vintage ones, but I remember,
Vernon Kay?
he's not the one I'm thinking of. Who's the fucking, what the fuck is his name? Dr. Penis. Who was the guy before Gino?
Vernon Kay?
Mallow.
Was that not Vernon Kay?
Maybe it was before Vernon Kay then?
Okay, so there's been Bob Monkhouse, Max Bygraves, Les Dennis, Andy Collins, and then Gino DeCampo. Vernon Kay was just the celebrity one.
In that case, I think I'm thinking of Les Dennis.
Yeah.
Just gotta wait for that guy to just sort of walk onto the poker chip of destiny, which makes him go, okay, makes it go sideways. We're not gonna question this.
And also, Mr. Harvey also hosts 2 versions of Family Feud in Africa.
Ooh.
One in Ghana and one in South Africa.
South Africa?
Sorry, I was about to take a drink of water, so...
Actually, why am I following this asshole? I should just take the lift-evator and get high. Or else you will die.
Here's the gravity puzzle. I like this. I like the gravity.
Gravity makes things fall.
Good. Yeah.
Oh my.
Again, Bill Cipher is not exactly within my repertoire, but I can certainly try.
Wow, did I really miss so much when I was on the phone?
I got the pot.
Yay.
Yes, is that a weed?
I'm calling,
I'm calling
the
the police.
911, what's your emergency?
Heather, is that a police?
I'm calling the weed!
Still love the fact that A, that crayon is dandelion colored crayon, and when she calls the police, she calls 420.
What's a crayon?
Crayon.
Sorry, crayon. See, I my accent thickens as I try to say crayon, and it keeps coming out as crayon. Like
Yet another
second
instance of
syllable.
Heather being dummy thick.
I will take that as both a compliment and you calling me a dummy. Thank you.
Well, I was mostly just talking about the clap of your ass cheeks and breasts, but yeah. Also, by the way, one thing I do remember is you need a cup, because if you touch this gold dust, you will turn into a gold statue. Because reasons.
But Heather is one of the many reasons I question my sexuality on a daily basis, to be honest.
On a daily basis.
She's-
Excuse?
Thanks,
How
Marge
do
Simpson.
you think about me?
You're gonna turn her
I did say
into...
one of...
She goes
I did say
beyond...
one of the many reasons.
Going beyond bisexual, and it's just straight up lesbian. I thought you were American.
Tess, I would never divorce Philly G.
Good. You're fish and chipper shippier.
Like, I did say Heather was one of the many reasons. Like, I mean, I do have female friends in this end of the world that make me question my sexuality on a daily basis. One of which I work with every day, so,
Show me potato salad. Now, I seem to recall this skull has a secret in the skull. So,
Is it a fuckhole in the base of the skull?
Skull has a secret in the skull, has a secret in the skull, has a secret in the skull.
I need to give the skull... Oh, it flirted at me. I need to give the skull the old perky jerky.
Oh no.
Yes! I seem to recall that perky jerky is an actual thing in America, but it's like beef jerky but infused with coffee. So it's perky jerky.
What?
Ooh, okay. Another thing to Google.
Perky jerky. Oh, what a good time, perky jerky. Shoes all in a line.
Perky jerky is the world's best tasting jerky. It's made with all natural ingredients and marinates overnight, giving it an amazing flavor unlike any other. Not only does perky jerky taste great, its tender texture and healthy perks will have you hooked. Perky jerky powers you through whatever your day has in store.
Speaking of perky jerky, I just jerked a pole.
Oh, it's
Have you-
not coffee, it's Red Bull.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brian Levin's light bulb moment is rather unique. In 2006, on a ski trip in Utah, he spilled a Red Bull into a bag of beef jerky. The ignominious moment sparked an entrepreneurial idea from Levin, selling jerky enhanced with caffeine, that would become Perky Jerky, his company that will reach $15 million in sales this year. But what happens when the product that got you started needs to change?
I just looked up Perky Jerky Turkey because that was one of the things that showed up in my when I searched for it. So yeah, Perky Jerky Turkey is a thing.
Is it as in available in Turkey or made of Turkey?
Made of Turkey.
Ah.
I mean, Tess, you've been to Turkey. I'm sure you would have had Perky Jerky Turkey in Turkey.
I would not have willfully.
Turkey is just furry porn.
I mean, yes.
Is that not what Alex looks up on the internet?
I
why
mean,
am I so mean?
I mean, yes.
Why am I so mean? Why am I so mean to Alex? I mean,
What's he ever
I love
done
him
for us?
platonically. You tried shipping me and him at one point.
I did not. I did not.
You did too. You did too.
Assume not seriously because Tess wants to keep Alex fall for himself, but you know.
It was more of a like. Okay, I have this stupid idea for a story where you and Alex fall in love while you're trying to rescue your boyfriend who's been turned into a cat, and the only way to save said boyfriend was to have Vladimir Putin kiss Conchita Wurst. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna fight your sister over a Swiss guy that plays the... not plays the violin. Whistles.
Look, this...
There we go.
This does ring bells, and that's the agonizing part.
Meanwhile, I just write fanfics about penguins.
I know! I love. It's like you're trying to get my attention. It's like you're trying to get my attention, but you also don't want my affections, and... It's like Tess and Alex can be shipped together, me and Heather can be shipped together, and then Joth can just be the fifth wheel on this car.
Which provides stability to the base when the car gets too wide and dummy thick.
Shaft.
Yes, because I am wide and dummy thick.
I'm not in a position to disagree with that. Hi.
Good to know.
Okay, how far back is this putting me? Why am I here? I mean, okay, but why am I here?
To entertain.
Well, I mean, sure, but, you know.
Ooh! Heather.
Lazy.
Ah.
Two questions. One,
Yeah?
are you planning on getting Pokemon Legends Arceus? And two, which starter are you planning on picking if you do get it?
Oh jeez, they're my 3 favorite starters across every gen. so
Really? I thought
that
it was a really
question is-
weak lineup.
What? I'm trying to think of any better. Like, I have way too many grass starters I like, but of them, Rowlet's probably the best choice. Oshawott is baby. I just kind of wish Samurott was water fighting, and Cyndaquil is also baby. I just wish Typhlosion was fire ground. Now, I have a Nintendo boycott to live up to. There was only one game. I am breaking that boycott forever. I thought there was going to be 2 for 5 seconds during that direct, and then suddenly, oh no, I don't have 2 games I want to buy. I only have 1. So that works out. But
And
other
out of 3?
than... Yes, which I originally thought was Astral Chain 2, given the art style. But I'm very curious where they're going with that weird little story chestnut nugget thing. But if Bayonetta 3 is not coming to any other consoles, I don't have a choice. I need to... Anyway, I like Bayonetta 3 a lot. If it's not obvious, just from what I saw. Bayonetta is my franchise. I will continue to buy Bayonetta tat until it stops feeling like Bayonetta, and it hasn't stopped feeling like Bayonetta yet, so here we go.
We get it, Heather, you're a
In
lesbian.
for a penny, in for a pounding. But with all that said, yes, I personally, am not supporting Nintendo currently as best as I can. So as much as I'm interested in Legends Arceus or Breath of the Llama, I can't in good faith partake in Breath of the Llama.
You know,
Okay.
here's a llama, there's
Good to
another
know.
llama, then another little llama, something,
Llama's
other
llama,
llama.
taste of llama,
Llama, duck.
I only asked because I pre-ordered Shining Pearl the other day.
See,
Not that Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl has anything to do with Arceus, Legends Arceus at all, but
they're both Gen 8 games that are based on Gen 4 concepts. It's fair enough.
Why was that death? I did it completely right.
So yeah, basically, I called that I would get Shining Pearl, and that is what I am getting because my sister's pre-ordered Brilliant Diamond. So
There we go. What starter are you going for in that?
what? Shining Pearl?
Because the Gen 4 starters are my favorite starter lineup overall.
Plop.
Good. Well, I should have known. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Lozzie is the penguin girl, so yeah.
I am always so torn. Like, there's a lot of gens where it's like, I know I'm not getting this one, but like, with Gen 4, I could do a playthrough just based around getting every starter because they're all so good and charming and cute.
I'm intrigued to like sort of know what each of our like favorite starters is per game. I want to say.
Let me look up an image of that so I can just go through that for you.
Okay, I've also looked it up as well, so I'd be able to tell you mine essentially, even though I've not played all of the games.
Alright, here we go. Okay.
Oh, this looks good. I'm a boulder.
and
This is fair.
and Tess can share his thoughts.
This is fair.
And
That was a death. Because like, hey, I'm telegraphing horizontally, so you better block vertically. Oops, I'm swinging vertically, even though I telegraphed horizontally. Also, I was inside a boulder.
That is a
Yeah,
nice
the inside the boulder part's the part that's concerning there.
Well,
Alright,
Never mind the
let's
fact
go
that the
through.
controls do not work as like. I'm not gonna say they don't work, but they don't work very well because it's like turn the Wii remote to like 12 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and like I'm doing that. Zack, why aren't you doing it? You know?
Alright, let's see here.
Like, trust me, I'm not as bad as it's making me look. Which sounds like an excuse, I know, but like
Yeah.
legitimately, this game's controls are a lot rougher than it looks like they are.
Oh, I'm intimately familiar just seeing you struggle with that first part. No, you must ring the notes. And it's like, I'm trying. What do you think I'm doing? If it was a button press, you'd have aced it the first time. Instead, it took 4 or 5 tries, and it's like, whoop.
Yeah.
I will say, I really like the fact that when you do this combat here, you get to see through first person and see the sideways world. That's a neat idea.
Okay, this time he's dead, and I'm hoping that's the only time that actually comes up, but I can't swear to it. Hey Zack, you want to fucking move? Because the reason why I wanted to move that boulder is I'm fairly sure that we can just cheese our way out of having to fight the other dude by just literally dropping a house on him. Well, not a house, but you know, well, I suppose it depends on your species. If you live under a rock, that's between you and God, Patrick Star.
Alright, Lozzie, let's see. Going through the gens. Squirtle, Cyndaquil, Mudkip. It's very close, but I'm gonna go with Turtwig. It's very close between the grass and water again, but I'm gonna go with Oshawott. Fennekin, Rowlet, and Cinderace.
Ooh woo.
Woo.
I have a bias for Bunny. I'm sorry. They're very cute.
I'm aware.
Fine.
I am intimately aware.
That's fine. Right, so for me,
Don't mind me,
Bulbasaur.
I'm just pole dancing.
Bulbasaur's cute. I like Bulbasaur a lot.
Yeah.
What the hell, Bulbasaur?
Like, I don't really feel much for the Johto starters, really. Like, just on their like starting form, but like, I like Cyndaquil, but
Do you like Typhlosion more? Cause I'll count that.
like the final form that I like more out of the Johto starters is Meganium, but I do think that Chikorita is just kind of eh.
I got a bell.
Rita looks a bit off, but they're still cute. I just, you know.
Gen 3, I would have to say Torchic.
Most
Sorry,
people do.
Sorry, Soupy Tom. Sinnoh, Piplup, obviously.
Of course.
I am torn between Snivy and Oshawott for Unova.
Everyone is. No one likes Tepig. No one likes Tepig.
I feel tempted to go with Snivy though, even though I remember Tessa's profile picture for a thing once confused me into believing that orange was the shiny color of Snivy.
Same. I didn't know that shiny Snivy was blue for a long time because
And it's
of your
not
OC
even
test.
it's not even a convincing shade of blue either. Like it's just green but crispier. Whereas Jerry is a very good boy, and I will not hear a word said against him. Although
I will never say a word against him.
To be
unless
fair-
I want to press against him.
valid because he is a horny little bastard boy.
Hi. Anywho, Alos, I chose Fennekin, and I'm still playing through X, slowly but surely.
Fennekin is baby, and the final form is one of my favorite starters. Period. So that would be the big change test if I were to pick something. As much as I love Typhlosion, I would absolutely pick Oshawott, Delphox, and Rowlet. But I fully understand why they didn't want to have Gens 5, 6, and 7 right next to each other.
5, 6, 7, 8. My certain babies
Good and
driving
baby
me
is
so crazy.
driving me crazy.
My obsession for a western, my dance bar a date,
Dance bar a date.
rodeo, Romeo, cowboy guy from head to
Kinda
toe.
got one head to toe.
Gonna make you mine, better get in line. 5, 6, 7,
5,
8.
6, 7, 8. Anywho, I've lost my place now. I think I'm at Alola.
Yep.
Leo, because Primarina is best final evolution starter. Fight me.
As much as I like Decidueye, I fully understand that.
Have y'all a moment to spare for our Lord and Savior Baratitty McGee, otherwise known as Incineroar?
I have spared plenty of moments, and I still don't see it.
I was then gonna say, do you have a spare moment for our Lord and Savior something big tits McGee? And I'm just sort of like, oh, I have plenty of time for Heather.
Our Lord and Savior.
I knew what I meant.
I know what you mean.
meant.
We all know what you mean. We all love what you mean.
As long as
I'm
you say
married.
what you mean, but never mean what you say. Hi.
Yes, I'm married. You were at my wedding and everything.
Yes, what's that got to do with the price of fish?
You saying that you would have objected to me and Philly G being married if...
I didn't say that. When did I say that? I didn't say anything. I'm not saying anything even right this now.
And obviously Ingala Grookey because Waylon is baby. Anyway, Tess, your turn.
Pregnancy.
Pregnancy isn't a starter.
No, it's the main course. What?
Me and Heather just went through our favorite starters.
I
in
guess
each gen.
I was present for that.
Yes, I know. When we were waiting for you.
Okay. Bulbasaur.
Hey.
And then, like, it's really tough to say because I also agree that, like, the Johto starters are just a really weak bunch. Like,
Yeah.
they're just not a vibe for me. Any of them.
Really interesting.
Like,
I get it, but I also like the fact that they were the monotype gen for a long time. Although, again...
now, Zach, this is quite clearly not where I told you to go. Like, Zack, I told you to light the torch. Have you just cost me another platinum ticket? Because if so, I will grab you by the kneecaps and just take you away.
Take me away.
A sweet escape.
Anywho.
Ballyhoo. MC Ballyhoo.
You got up to the Johto starters and you didn't vibe with any of them.
Right, so thing is, if I'm playing the game, I'll probably pick Chikorita, even though for some reason, I hate Chikorita as a Pokemon. But, like, Meganium I can vibe with, but...
Bayleaf is Bay, but at the same time, I get it.
Also, that there is this one, like, OC, funnily enough, not one of mine, that I've seen much too much of on the internet that is a Bayleaf and is just the sluttiest boy. Like, oh my god. Like, this is a recurring character who has appeared in, like, artwork from several different artists, and I'm not saying I condone this, I'm just saying I'm aware of this.
Oh no, Bayleaf is good. Bayleaf has that, like, something about the thighs that really clicks for some people, myself included.
Oh my god, Heather.
What? I still like Cyndaquil more, because Badger Boy is best baby.
Anyway, what...
It's meant to be a badger?
Yeah, Cyndaquil's a badger. Or, Typhlosion is a badger.
What I will say,
badger.
though, is, like, if I'm playing the game, then I'll go with, fucking, Chikorita. But if... If I'm... Hang on. If I'm going aesthetically, I'd say Totodile.
Interesting, but makes sense. You do like the beefy boys.
I do not have a type.
Daddies. Always daddies. I could probably fill in the rest of your chart for you based on daddies.
I mean,
but...
when she's right, she's right.
Like, the only one that throws me then is Bulbasaur, because Venusaur is kind of less daddy and more that weird uncle. But
Hey, this one didn't kill me. Yay. Anyway, I'll get back to you once I'm done swashbuckling.
Entirely fair.
Entirely fair.
I mean, it is the golden belt pelvis thing, so...
Umph. Oomph, oomph. Okay, so, yeah, Totodile. Gen 3, just Mudkip. It's gotta be Mudkip, it's gotta be my boy.
Thank you.
I heard I like
daddy.
Mudkips.
Yeah, the fun's just getting started, yeah.
I will say, Gen 3 is probably the best for, like, there is no Pokemon that you have a hard time believing either gender for the Pokemon. Like, I cannot imagine getting a female Cinderace. Or no, not Cinderace. Of course I can imagine a female Cinderace. Incineroar. I can't imagine a female
Alex
Incineroar.
can. Alex can imagine that very easily.
I know he can, but, like, Muscle Mommy is a different...
Excuse you, game. Excuse you, game. I did the thing.
On, I just had to take another phone call from Philly G.
I was just ignored by the game quite blatantly. I'm salty.
I lost track of where you got up to.
Gen 3.
And I will finish it once I've resolved this part of the Pungus, because I am unbelievably salty. Like, I did it right, game. Give me... Gra, what's a bomb doing here? What's Bombtapor doing here?
Hey, it's Bombtapor! I know you're pretty good at flying now.
I guess,
if you're handling ropes. I know you're pretty good at tying now.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding-ding. I'm going to turn you back into things. And this is Tess's descent into Monokuma madness. Okay.
Which is fitting.
Yeah.
Anyway, so... Right, so Gen 3 Mudkip, no questions asked. Gen 4... Piplup is the one that I chose as my first choice. And I stand by that. Gen 5 Snivy. It's not even
Obviously.
Gen 6 Fennekin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's our first unanimous. That's really nice.
Hey, boy.
I believe so.
What's that? I get what? Wait a minute! We don't have time for stories right now! The legendary pirate ship! You forget about it, or what? We have to hurry up and grab it!
So the level's not even over! Okay, I'm gonna hold the sword just in case, but, right, so... Up to where was... Okay, so Gen 7.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really all that much of a...
Well, here's the thing, you know, here's the dildo. Like, before I played the games, I would have said Rowlet, like, easily. That was my favorite of the three. But for once, Fire wasn't my last choice. Like, Lichen was my second choice. But I was never a Poplio hater. Like, there were a lot of people who were anti-Poplio, I remember, but I was not one of them.
It was adorable. All three of the starters. It's one of my favorite starter lineups. Gen 4 just happens to be slightly better.
Yeah.
Me, obviously.
But then, obviously, you know, Incineroar is a fine time. But I have also grown, like, attached to Poplio, Primarina, etc. Right, having played through Ultra Moon with both a Poplio and an Incineroar at the same time, you know, I do have headcanons that Alaric the Primarina and more so the Incineroar, they are boyfriends. They are the loveliest couple. And I headcanon that Alaric is this totally radical dude bro surfer guy by day and just the draggiest drag queen by night, and he could raise his voice by 2 whole octaves, and he absolutely passes.
That's precious. And it's something I envy, but you know, that's a whole other thing.
And you know, more so is like, you know, it's so easy to just assume that, right, because you're this big butch buff bara boy, you must be this rough tough type, and like, well, I mean, he's not soft and squishy, but he's very supportive of his gender-compliant but still questionable husband. Anyway, also it's time for Bone Boy.
Yes. And also Gen 8. Or is that self-explanatory?
Well, that's the question, isn't it, Tess? Have I convinced you?
Give me a moment. Did I do it first try? I did.
Thank gods.
Okay, so Gen 8, it is still fucking Sobble. Still Sobble Squad. But Score Bunny was always my second. And look, Cinders is a very good girl. Also, honorary boy for the purposes of the shirt.
What shirt?
I'll tell you when you're older.
I'm older than you!
I'll tell you when you're older.
I'll tell you when your Tess's age losses.
I've already been Tessa's age! Why can I not have the explain?
Well, it's Smosh's fault.
I'll find the link, Blasi. Give me a minute.
There was a jingle and everything.
Oh my god.
Wait, I'm dumb. I just need to take the lift elevator? See, I'm surprisingly, like, you know, we've beaten Barbaros, and we've got a snake to show for it, so, like, what the fuck now? What do I do? What do I do?
What an unusual view. Anywho. Ooh.
The shirt.
Ah.
As I said, honorary boy. Polite cough.
Okay.
But that's B-O-I as a gender-neutral term.
He just likes the buns. What can I say?
The boys.
I have a question. I have another question for Heather.
That's what I'm here for.
You know the starters in your Otave region?
Otava? Yes.
Otava, sorry.
Oh my god!
It's the word octave, but scrambled around so it looks dumb.
There's a rose totem! It's real!
Now, is this going to kill them? Does it anyway? Oh.
Is your starter trio like fire, water, grass, or do you have like a different one like in Tessa's region, or?
Ah, funny you ask that. They start off as grass, fire, water, but then they become grass, water, water, fire, and fire, grass.
Not fire dragon then, just as a fuck you to the other two.
I would laugh so hard if we went with that, but we kind of wanted that evenness. So, Petapir is a tapir, obviously, little flowery thing, grows into Mastodon and then Mamos and then Splashtodon. So it grows mossy and then starts spilling water out of it. Grass water.
Grass hole.
Spillcalf, whose name will probably be changed at some point, is a little water cow baby who grows into Oxteam, and then Watorch. Watorch being my favorite pun I've ever come up with ever, because water, torch, tor, you know, it's a big water bull with fire hooves, and thus water fire. And then the last one is, we kept changing their name, so I don't actually remember what their name is right now. But there are Mink that evolves into Pandember, a red panda, and then evolves into a red giant panda with a bamboo cannon on its back named Bambroil. And that's just really fun. So, yeah, I like Bambroil a lot as a concept.
Johnny's style has been busy fucking while we saved the day.
Good to know.
Wait a second, I'll find the name because that's gonna bother me otherwise.
Okay.
But yeah, Lightning and Thunder. We've put way too much thought into that, but one of the things we wanted was for every starter to have a really interesting whatever. Petapir, Mamos, Splashtodon, Steam Mink, Pandember, Bambroil, and then Spillcalf, Oxteam, and Watorch.
And, you know, the third version, Nuts.
Lightning, Thunder, and Nuts?
Yeah, you know, the Sergei Lazarev things.
Ah. Ah!
Okay,
So exciting.
To explain to you, Heather, in his 2019 song, there's a line that's not so silent and innocent, but the way the backing singers come in, it's just NUTS! Oh, silent and innocent, acid rain from your fingerprints. Echoes rivers of loneliness hitting the walls of my heart.
They
Pee.
I was under the impression you were just singing Thunder and Lightning, It's Getting Exciting, and excitement was represented by Nut. But, fair enough.
lights up the skyline to show where you are.
My love is rising, the story's
The
unwinding.
story's unwinding, together we'll make it and reach for the stars.
You're my only nut. You know, it's like Microsoft OneNote, except you get rid of the E and some of the U and you're left with sometimes you just need one nut.
Yeah. I've not come up with names for my starter Pokemon in Harmony and Discord. I've come up with concepts. I'm just not good at drawing or coming up with names. But
Good at drawing. Sorry, go ahead. You're saying.
Have you seen any of my art?
Yes. I believe you sent me a thing and I traced it back to you with a thing. Something about a Luma. I'm very, very out of it. My memory's garbage, but I know I've seen your art and I know it looks good.
I asked you to draw me a Luma for a tattoo design idea, but
That's the one.
Luma, 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 Luma chameleon.
Luma, 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 get your adverbs here. Luma, 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 get your star bits here.
But like the concept I've come up with the concepts for like the final forms of my starters. So like the fire starter starts off as like a fire zebra, and then its final evolution.
You're British.
No, but I'm talking. I get like this when I talk to Philly G's brother as well.
The robot's
I
name
start
is
talking in
Jeeves.
American-
Carry on. The robot's name was Jeeves all along.
But yeah, the fire starter is a fire zebra,
Thank you.
I like that.
and it evolves into sort of like a fire zebra Pegasus thing, which is fire fairy.
That's really cute. Oh gosh.
The water type, I believe, was an elephant, and I can't remember what it evolves into, but I just remember it being water poison, and I can't remember the exact definition Tess gave to me about, because I saw
no! There's a final battle? Bullshit! We killed the guy!
I really like that idea of, because poison is something that, like, it's weird, because we've had a fairy starter, Primarina. We've had a poison starter, Bulbasaur. But we've never, like, it's so rare to see those types. Like, they're not considered often. It's very interesting.
And
So I'm already liking it.
The idea with the water poison one was, like, it has an affinity for poison, i.e. it can filter, like it draws the poison out of, like, if it drinks stagnant water, it absorbs the toxins, so it's then able to spurt out pure water, sort of Varuta style.
That's precious.
Because, like, Africa has this issue with water purity, and so the solution is have elephant, was it?
it was an elephant, yeah.
Hold on, Treasure Island just disappeared.
Yo, guys, something else is wrong here, too. This boat's barely moving. Looks like that black thing is pulling us in.
Just what is going on here? Someone needs to explain this to me this instant.
Yo, return here! Yeah, he's dead now, so he's... Oh, it's...
Why are you Andros? Why are you Andros? I don't remember this at all.
It's precious.
Why is Star Fox Egyptian? Why aren't you dead?
I have no idea.
This is really cool. It's dumb as hell, but it's really cool.
Yeah. And the fact that his persona is an alligator as well.
Why is he hot?
He is! He's got the perfect grin. He's got this nice look to him. God.
Oh, he's got an explosive six-pack.
Right after Hyrule Warriors Ganon does. Wow.
I don't know what to do.
I've lost my place. Oh, yeah. Oh, and the grass type starter, I believe I had giraffe.
Yeah.
It evolves into a glass giraffe, kind of like a terrarium. The thing
Really
you put
like
plants.
that.
Thank you. I try my best with the concepts for my region.
That's all really creative. Like, the idea of accounting for glass in the starters obviously makes sense. And just, it's a fun idea. And I like.
Yes. And I do recall sending both of you, I believe, the list of, like, my gyms and Elite Four thing. Because Tess had sent me a thing. Basically listing, like, all of the gyms and Elite Four stuff, things. Basically all the existing games and his region, just for good measure.
Yeah.
You know.
Did somebody just say ding? Like, in the script, someone was like, ahem, ding?
Ding.
Yeah, that's Wiki's catchphrase.
That's weird.
Oh no, we need to catch Dee's hands? Dee's robot nuts?
Hey, I don't even know. I can't remember if Heather, like, explained whether she was having, like, a gym, like, the 8 gym thing and an Elite 4 thing, or what the situation is with her region.
Very open world idea, and one of the things that I'm thinking is that, how do I phrase this? Basically, it's not going to be gyms in the traditional sense. There's going to be something to the effect of, what's the phrase for it? Mayors, first selectmen, voted in sort of leaders of each town, and you've got to go to the, I'm thinking between 11 and 15 towns across the region that all have a well-known public figure and win their favor one way or another. So, hypothetically, the voted in bestie person thing of this one town happens to be a firefighter. And it just so happens that there's a building on fire. You gotta go in and help get some Pokemon to safety. You know, that they'll be like, you have some water types, right? Protect you from the fire, and then the little fire bubbles, Kaburst and Kerblast are floating around inside the burning building or whatever, and you have to take care of them while also making your way through. Eventually get some Pokemon out. They're like, hey, sin is pretty important around here. Here's my, rather than a letter of recommendation, you get a badge kind of thing. But there's one area where, like, it's the Pikachu fan club, so there's a lot of kids. And
I'm just going to say this was fantastically not clear. Carry on.
I feel ya. No worries. This game is... That's this game in a nutshell, I think. Anyway, yeah, so, like, one of them will be the Pikachu fan club, and so you'll go in, and somebody obviously has a Pichu, and somebody else has an Azurill, and then the further you get in, the more advanced and interesting the teams get, until you fight the final person who's got a Mimikyu, a Victini, a Kiritachi, which is the electric light Pokemon that we have, anyway, or Electric Sonic, I honestly forget right now, and a couple others, and this idea that, like, they have a maybe 4, maybe a full team of 6. They're going to be one of the early ones, but that way the gyms are not themed around types, but around world building. So here's all the Pika clones in one area. It's essentially a little playhouse for kids to get together and socialize and whatever. Maybe it's a preschool, who knows, and then as you work your way through the kids and beat the shit out of a bunch of kids, you find the big kid, the leader, and they are the leader because they have all the Pika clones that aren't electric types. So you'll have to take
Why was
on
that? Why is he just going through my hand now? Like, we're having another it stopped being fun and it doesn't make sense anymore moment.
Yep. I love this game.
See, again, it goes right through the hand. Like, what am I doing wrong? And also, what do I need to actually do here? Because, like, sometimes the hand actually catches the alligator fist, and then sometimes it's like, no.
I think you always need to be between the reticle and where the the head is going to show up.
I mean, even then, you know, sometimes the hand actually catches the alligator that I can throw back at him, and that seems to be indicated to be wrong. Like, I don't get what I'm supposed to do now.
It's so strange, and they didn't explain it either, because
No.
that's this game for you.
Like, yeah, again, it went through the hand about 3 times, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Like, I am not clear at all.
That's this game for you.
So, unfortunately, that means that everything you've been saying has been, like, oh, you don't even get... Wait, I think some... Am I out of platinum tickets, or does it just not let you revive? Well, whatever. Like, everything you've been saying has been not even in one and out the other, so much as I've just not... Like, nothing you've said has registered. So, I'll be able to watch the stream back in here. It's just... I always get upset with stuff like this, because it makes it seem like I'm a bad player, and it makes me seem like I'm a salty little shit of a brat, because, oh, he can't stand it when it doesn't go perfectly. And, like, no, it's like, it's making me look bad, and it's also making this stream not entertaining for the no people who are watching, by the way.
See, that makes it sound like something.
Which is justified.
I mean, we're watching and talking.
Laura, when I say that, does it sound like I'm applying it to you as well? Girl.
I'm just saying there's 3 people, and I'm assuming those 3 people are us. And I knew what I meant.
Where? Alligator.
Also, by the way, the rockets turn into sharks.
So that's really cool.
Okay, so I was correct to stop it with the hand, and now I've got it. The hand, yeah, grab that creepy thing and send it back, which I did, and then it catches it in the mouth and puts it back on. So fucking now what? Heather, would you mind looking it up? 'Cause I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do, and the game is fantastically unclear.
I can definitely do that.
Yeah. Good thing you got Heather to do that, because I am kind of distracted.
In the meantime...
In the basement.
The party was going great. So I'm sitting there with a red solo cup. You've seen movies.
Solgaleo, Solgalea.
Why did I suddenly just get a grate for that? What's... I don't get what's going on. He's going to double fist me. Apparently it was just keep catching the hand.
Yep. That's what I'm seeing here.
That's dumb!
I'm touched that this reminds me way too much of Wonderful 101, and also it's awful, which is hilarious, because Wonderful 101 is considered awful by many of folk, even though it's one of the best games ever made. So a grate seems to imply that you're going to catch it, and then... yeah. He basically just needs you to... I see.
I am doing so many gestures to try and get the thing to fucking move, and, like... Okay, I'm spinning it round, because I'm doing the spinning. Like... There, all I had to do was stop. What the... This game isn't fantastically designed.
We've been new.
We do been new. Look us going all the way to new. Now you're in Newport. Concrete jungle, whipped cream tornado.
Hooray.
Ore Oduba.
Oh my! Hey, Zack!
How? Can I just shoot him in the face? don't know what you want me to do, game. What the fuck do you want me to do? Heather, do you know what I'm supposed to do?
Did you just want me to game fax it up? Cause
I thought you already knew and like...
yeah, just keep shooting him.
Shit! I was getting no feedback whatsoever.
Yep, that's this game in a nutshell.
Oh sure, here's a load of missiles with no warning. Oh, so shoot until it runs out of ammunition, and then put the fucking children in.
Yep.
H, 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 H. Do I have to put them all in, or is just one fine?
I think it can hold 2.
Game, I told you to fire and you did nothing. And how has it come back into the ship? We just launched you into the vacuum of inside the Earth space. This is just not a good time. Game design, this game doesn't know how, which is impressive because it's Capcom.
Oh, and then you can zoom in. Okay, that makes sense.
Is that what am I supposed to aim for? Like the cockpit or
The 4 nipples.
what? And how do I press up and ugh!
Yeah.
Game! There is no way I'm gonna have time to load up 2 more. Yeah, you see? Didn't have time to... Game! See, again, it makes me look like I'm bad. And I don't like that.
As far as I'm concerned, the game has looked plenty bad. Don't take it. Don't worry about it.
And the thing is, I do want to defend this game, because for the most part, it's quite good. It's just rough around the edges.
Very rough.
But, like, it's times like these that bring out my sort of deep-seated psychological issues when it comes to everything, because...
If I may...
Well, I mean, I was mid-sentence, but sure, go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry, go ahead.
No. You're more important!
Oh my god. This game reminds me of a sandwich with, like, there's the chef or whoever baked the bread wanted the crust to be, like, super special, so they threw all these spices on, but now it just tastes like mold, but only the crust. So you just have to slice off the crust if you want a good sandwich, and having to eat around the crust is really frustrating. If that analogy makes sense.
Like
the sandwich itself is really good, the crust is awful.
Like Parisian perfume shops, where, like, individually all the fragrances are quite nice, but put them together and the whole place smells like ass. But yeah, situations like this bring out the worst in me, and I don't like that. But then part of why I don't like it, I think, is because it forces me to confront this sort of awfulness of myself. And it's like, you know, I get salty because the game's not going my way, but it's not because I'm bad and I have trouble dealing with that. It's, I know that I'm better than this and I'm working with poor tools. But then also, that frustration then manifests in me being uncouth to my friends, which makes me look like a terrible person. It manifests in me, like, legitimately playing worse because I'm getting frustrated. And then it also brings out, like, the saltiness that I have, that I live stream and no one ever turns up to watch. Like, you know, I have, like, some 50 followers on Twitch, which means that I'm technically eligible for an affiliateship. Well, just based on those numbers. But, like, you know, none of them ever actually turn up. But then the moment that I say that, well, you know, Lozzie's like, oh, well, we're here. And like, yeah, you are. And so now I feel bad about, like, you know, mentioning that, you know, I have an entire Discord server full of fans who are like, you know, it's all fun and games. Like, oh, yeah, Tess, we support you in all of your endeavors. Oh, by the way, can you stream on Fridays? That's the best time for you to do it. and then they don't ever show up to them, even though they're the ones who have said this is actually the best time to do it. Like, literally, if it weren't for the people on this Discord call, no one would be watching me right now. And so, like, what's the point? Well, admittedly, maybe the point should just be, hey, play the game for the fun of it. And yes, but, like...
Now the game's not fun. so it's just extra that. I totally get that.
And, like, you know, trying to make a good impression of the game, trying to make a good impression of myself. And, you know, as I said, it's times like these that just bring out the absolute worst in me. Because I'm sitting here being, you know, not having a good time, and it shows. And it brings the quality of it down. But then there's that sort of self-sustaining cycle of, well, it's being bad for who other than me because no one's fucking watching anyway. And, like, if I say that, that makes it sound like I'm being salty and unreasonable and selfish and entitled and all that bullshit. And, like, there are, and this is just a fact, and, like, if this makes me sound awful, I don't care, I'm standing by it, it's fucking true. There are people who are substantially worse than me on the internet who get consistently much better viewership, and I feel like I am just morally in the right to be not even envious, but just angry.
Understandable. It's one of those things where, like, I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase it. It's like the curse of a capitalistic society is you're told the more effort you put in, the more you're gonna get out of it. When really most of the time, shit's just unfair. Which, you know, there is no closure to that statement. It's just bad sometimes. What I will say, though, for what it's worth, in a way, these are sort of just recorded streams in the sense that you might as well be recording a Let's Play right now that just so happens to be something that you recorded live on Twitch.
Which is tainted by my frustration. Because I had this whole rant that now spoils this whole episode.
But, I mean, that's like one episode, so it's not the biggest deal. Plus, the fun part about streams is we get to see, or fun, the insightful part of streams is we get to see where your headspace is in every episode. If the boss is frustrating you, then that's where you are in your headspace. We get to join in with that because that's where the game has put you, which, understandable, it's this game. But, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it is just an unfair system, and there's no real way to work around the fact that life is unfair, and that sucks. But at the same time, at least there is something salvageable to be said about, you know, people are gonna watch it in post, people are gonna see
Are
it.
they?
And
Does anyone?
I mean, that's a good question. Write in the comments if you're watching this in post, and we'll see from there.
Well, now I'll need to remember to do that then, because
Lozzie, you're here right now. That's a bit different.
I always watch them in post because I can never remember the sort of nonsense I come out with.
Entirely fair.
If this is instant death, I'm not doing this again.
Entirely fair as well.
I mean, fair.
Okay, surprisingly it's not. But, like...
Well, the game is actually for once looking out for you, kind of, sort of, not really.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, again, not fantastically clear. Oh, there are only 4 goons on this ship, you need to plug all 4 nipples. Oh, by the way, they've all come back. Like, oh, yeah, that was fucking obvious. Did that miss? Am I about to die because, again, 0 feedback from the game? Like... And... I don't like what this does to me.
Understandable. I think you just need, like, after this is done, just whatever the word for it is, like a comfort game, like a snack food game.
I mean, that's kind of what this was almost meant to be in the first place. And like, I would
it's
say,
just a really bad snack food game by the end.
Oh,
but I
you know,
get you.
Attempt number 3 at getting away. You see, again, this brings out my psychological issues because I can never get a fucking word in my own home, and so then I take that out on my friends, which again makes me seem like a horrible person. Because my father is northern and my mother is selfish. What?
Hot take.
oh, a full mouth makes no noise, fire things into its mouth while I'm fucking trying that, and there's just nothing, so no. Like, like, this game isn't worth my time. You know, I've tried doing what it's telling me to do, and it's decided that, no, that's not gonna work, so fuck you. So, you know what, fuck it, Barbaros, have your island, it is not worth it. Hey, the 0 people who are watching this on YouTube, watch a fucking walkthrough. Clearly you don't care about me for my personality, so just watch a fucking walkthrough if you want to see how this game ends. So yeah, this brings out the worst of me. I forget what I was saying. Like, it's that lack of meritocracy, I suppose. But what was I saying?
I'm trying to remember now. What
I'm trying to as well.
And I hope that you're both aware, you know, that you're my friends, and I mean no harm to either of you, and so that's why I hate that these games then cause me to... And this sounds like I'm making excuses, but I'm just trying to get an explanation that I myself am satisfied with. That, like...
It's understandable.
That, like, I definitely do have, like, issues in my own life. And the game frustrating me causes me to become hypersensitive to those issues, which I then, you know, I confront them, and I take them out on you, which is not fair at all. Makes me a horrible person. Not that anyone cares, because no one fucking watches.
I've been there too.
There's no one here to call me out on it.
Tess, no worries. I'm not in a position where I would call you out on it, because I've been there too. Plenty of times. Plenty of times.
Same, to be completely honest.
And I can't help but, you know, feel bad, for obvious reasons. Because, like, you know, I've spent all these years doing my darndest to try and just be a good presence online. Eurovision's sort of falling apart around my ears, because every year I care less and less, and obviously after what happened in Rotterdam with the shit show that was the points in that, and, like, obviously, you know, anyone outside the top 5, their score is completely fucking irrelevant because of how skewed the maths is, and that's not a criticism of the system, that's just the way the points were. You know, anything outside the top 5 is mathematically irrelevant because a stiff breeze could change the order of them. But even still, knowing that that's happened, you know, the UK has had 2 last places in a row, and one of them was with no points. That's exactly it. No point. No one in this country is ever going to change their mind, no matter how much work I put in. The audience that I pull in for my videos is fucking peanuts compared to someone who can just put on some fancy makeup and scream at their reactions to a video. Like, how do you even do a reaction video to a song anyway? And again, it sounds like I'm just being a salty little bitch boy. Just, I don't get enough out for the effort I put in, but I still keep doing it, and I don't know why that is I think is what I'm trying to get to.
There is definitely something to be said for that. I need to collect my thoughts enough, because I had to deal with the same kind of thing a while back. Because obviously, same boat, make videos. Barely anyone watches them most of the time, unless it's about a blue hedgehog. So there is something to be said about who are you making the videos for. Make them only for the people who matter, and if anyone else enjoys, then someone else enjoys. But obviously the I want to make a difference in the world feeling isn't going to go away just because you decide that it's something you shouldn't be working toward. You'll still feel that regardless.
As it stands, I feel like I'm just constantly caught in what I call tomorrow mode. And that's not... And I forget who I explained this to. It might have been you, Heather. It might not have been. This feeling of... Like, it's not this feeling of, oh, mañana, I can put everything off, everything can wait. That's not what I mean. It's more of a... Oh, tomorrow I'll have the energy to sort this out. Oh, you know, oh, there's like a pile of stuff in the corner of my room. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to put that away, put it in the, you know, sort it out. And tomorrow never comes. You know, tomorrow is the day I get back into doing my Patreon videos. Tomorrow is the day that I record the next part of Yoshi. Tomorrow is the day that I record Pokemon Shield and get that done with. And tomorrow never comes. I never have the spoons for it. And then I fall into a spiral like this, and that gives me negative spoons. And
understandable.
You know, as it is, why, like, what benefit to me is there for putting a VOD of this stream onto YouTube? I'm going to, for the sake of having the entire game, as what might as well be the entire game, on YouTube. Not that anyone's going to fucking watch, but whatever. But what's my incentive to do that? Because no one's going to watch it, and those who do watch it will feel punished for doing so because there's this big sort of Tess goes to therapy, except he has no therapist, so he just forces it onto his friends instead, kind of.
You can be a therapist. It's okay. I don't mind that. It's what I'm here for sometimes.
It's not fair on me to expect that of you.
I was going to say, I've got enough. Well, I mean, I'm not like. I care too much about my own friends, my friends' issues, to sort of like worry too much about like what's going on in my life. So
I think
kind of like
that's something the three of us have in common. We're all bottoms, and we all set ourselves on fire to keep other people warm.
That is a disturbingly good way to put it. Jeez.
Thanks.
No offense.
Hey,
I was
least
thinking
if we're all bottoms, we also all have nice bottoms, right?
Well, I wouldn't know, Heather.
I'll get back to you once mine is finished bottoming out. But yes, I feel that was the conclusion I was going for. There was I feel you,
Yeah.
hon, no worries.
Yeah,
Feel.
But I shouldn't, it shouldn't be like, I'm having rough patch, therefore project it onto my friends so they can deal with it for me. Like,
We can't clean your room, Tess. We can't record the next part of Yoshi. So this is us doing what we can do.
I mean, I could always like hop on a few trains, head up to your house, and tidy your room. But
that was just an example.
Yeah, but it also still stands to the point. Stands to reason. We'll do what we can from here. That way, hopefully, when you can do what you can from there. We'll meet in the middle.
Yeah.
The middle being hopefully getting better.
And just the agony as well is like knowing the good that I'm capable of and how I don't live up to that potential anymore. And I want to say that, like, I think Billy Hatcher is what broke me once and for all. And I'm not saying that this is a permanent state of my being, and I'm not saying that I'm never going to get out of this rut, but it seems like that's the point where you can just sort of stick a pin in it and go, this is the cut-off point where before this, Tess had at least something resembling an active passion that shines through in his work. And after this is when he's just dying slowly.
Going through the motions.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not through a lack of passion for the craft or for the games that I play, because I honestly do really enjoy Yoshi's Crafted World. I had fun with the Pokemon games. I like Zack and Wiki, it just has its bullshit moments. I mean, what doesn't help as well is, like, the way my TV's set up. Again, it sounds like I'm making excuses, which is another sore point of mine, but one thing at a time. The TV is higher up from where I am, so I'm sort of having to work around it so I can actually still have the streaming stuff connected to it, the microphone in the right place. So that's already put me on sort of on a bit of a back foot, which is why it's been so difficult to get the pointer to actually canoodle with the screen in the first place. It's not entirely the game's fault. It's not my fault either. It's a sense of physicality. I am still fond of the games that I've been playing. But, and I think, Heather, you'll be able to verify this, and if not you, then Alex, and if not him, then both of you, that I went through a very similar crisis when I was doing Wario Land Shake Dimension, where there was a point where I'm just like, why am I bothering with this? And I'm not motivated by the presence of an audience, but I am demotivated by the lack of a presence of an audience.
You want to make a difference. That doesn't mean the numbers have to go up. That means there has to be numbers that you can rest assured there are numbers of people affected by you.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, because, like, there's American capitalism. Trust me, this will wrap back around to being relevant. There's American capitalism and there's normal capitalism. The American brand is like, it's not enough to make a profit. You have to make a bigger profit than last year every year forever. And, like, that's not sustainable. How the fuck have you built a country on that principle? Whereas standard capitalism is just turn enough of a profit that you can keep things going. You know, you don't have to have an increase year on year, just as long as it's more than a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the difference. You know, I just, as you said, I just want numbers. I don't want numbers that are bigger than before. I just want to know that I'm doing this for someone other than me. And you might say, oh, well, just do it for yourself. Well, yeah, but psychologically, I don't think I'm worth doing it for. That's an entirely separate thing we can go down. But also, I'm the one doing it. I feel like my stance on it doesn't matter. I'm doing it for an audience, and as the auteur, my opinion doesn't count the same as someone from the audience would, because I'm doing it for an audience, and their involvement is inherently asymmetrical to what I put into it, because I'm the one doing the putting in, so my stance on it is naturally gonna be different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Also, my latest hyperfixation is bug snacks. I'm just throwing that out there because I just happened to glance at the chat, which has been just completely just stagnant because no one fucking watches this, and that's part of the... Like I'm painfully aware that just having the chat on screen just makes it all more obvious that it hasn't moved since y'all joined the call. And I'm not blaming you for that, I'm saying no one else has joined up. But I say this because I happened to glance at Heather's name, and it's approximately the shade of, like, burgundy purple that Floofty is, and so... Yeah, I'm thinking about those Muppets. They bring me joy.
See, I'm so glad that Bug Snacks and Bug Fables came out at the same time, so now everyone likes bugs.
I intend to play Bug Snacks once it releases on Steam. That'll be another stream series that I do and no one fucking watches, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
But also play Bug Fables when you get the chance, Tess.
It's on my list.
And I'll keep pushing for that eventually.
The only thing that I know about it, really, is apparently if you search on Google it suggests Kabu Bug Fables gay?
Understandably, but also I think that's just a one of those things where when somebody hears the pronoun they to refer to somebody very ambiguous, they will just assume it's a guy. But I don't personally think that Kabu's necessarily gay so much as just he's a fucking sweetheart.
Yeah,
Bug Fables was like a therapy game for me, which is another reason I would recommend it. It's just sweet and lovely and positive.
Because Lord knows I need therapy.
I'll get you set up with Family Sharon later today. You can play it whenever you like, for free.
But I think I already have it.
Oh, then yeah, play it.
What game is this?
Bug Fables. It's essentially Paper Mario 3.
All Fables. So that's on Steam?
Mm-hmm.
Bug Fables something everlasting sapling something.
Bug Fables, the Everlasting Sapling is the full title, but yeah.
Yes. Misread that as Bug Fables, the Art of Bulgaria?
Impressive.
Ah,
No, the Art of Bulgaria.
Yeah, that's the art book attached to the first game, yeah.
That's the reason why North Macedonia had to re-release their music video this year, because there was some Art of Bulgaria in the background and it sparked an international incident.
Wasn't it just like 3 paintings that just so happened to look like the Bulgarian flag?
I thought... I don't actually know, come to think of it. I thought it was just, like, there was some artwork by a Bulgarian artist or something like that, and I know their relationship isn't great.
Well, I'm looking at it. Recommended by one friend, Heather. One friend wants this game. Alex. 2 friends already own this game. Heather and Tess.
Yay.
Yay. I actually don't know what's on my Steam wish list at the moment. Can't remember. It's been a while since I've added to it.
There are some cursed things on mine.
I can imagine.
You see, I mean, I set myself up for that, but, I mean, really?
Friends with Alex and Heather, so... What did you expect? What did you expect to happen? How do you view your wish list on Steam anyway?
I don't even know, like, is there a way to set it private versus public?
I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm trying to find my one.
Oh, you can see your own by going into
forgotten
the menu in the top left. Because, like, I know I've viewed Alex's before. I've viewed many things of Alex's before.
Oh boy. Anywho.
I mean, I was referring to his so-called F list, but yeah, that too.
I'm concerned.
Anyway, should I end the stream? Because, like, this has just been, like, sad boy hours live.
Sad boy hours. It's an experiential whatever. Don't worry about it. But yeah, end the
It's
stream.
fine.
My main thing is
Honestly.
just that I wanted to highlight that, like, I'm painfully aware of basically everything. Like the way I behave, and, like, even while I can feel myself being not problematic, but, like, not great. And I'm aware of it, and I can't stop it while it's in motion. It's already in. Well, put it out of motion. It's too late. You pissed me off. And yeah, I can feel myself being annoying. I can feel myself being unpleasant. And, you know, I'm aware of, like, I want to be better than this. I am better than this. Why can't I fucking act like it? But then I'm also aware of the lack of audience. But then I'm aware of the social politics of I want the audience I deserve. But if I say that, then we're conditioned to think that that's selfish, materialistic, entitled, whatever.
When it's just you asking for fulfillment. Makes sense.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so I just wanted to, like, at the end of the stream, I wanted to make it clear that, like, I'm aware of my many, 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 many faults, and I do agonize over them. And, you know, I'm not oblivious to it. I want to work through it. I want to be better. And, that's what me drawing attention to it at the end of the stream was. And I sort of needed this decompression because, oh my fucking god, that final... I'm assuming that's the final mission anyway, because God help Steve if there is more than that. This game is over.
Yeah.
Anyway, have been tessellating hexagons. Might continue to be. Felt cute, might delete self later.
I don't know. I've been Europe scale away.
I'm Heather and Stevie as always.
We're friends. I don't know how. They deserve better than me. Good night, everybody.
Don't end on that!
Oh, no, yeah. I was going to end on everybody. The only people watching this are Lozzie and Tess in the future, and maybe Heather because she's a narcissist and we love her for it.
Good
Okay,
night.
that is actually a good way to end it. I read this. Heather's the Hi.
Mwah.